If your money disappears before the month ends, you're not broken, your system is. If I was in the position where my money was dwindling, or my money was disappearing out of my bank account every single month before the month ended, what are 4 actionable steps that I could do to rectify that and to kind of jumpstart my financial freedom goals and journey? So number 1 is to track your spending for 7 days. So if you're not tracking your spending, this is really, really important. This is pretty much what you do in a budget anyway, but it's a good way to kind of jumpstart that. So when I say track your spending, I mean track everything, where you spent, how much you spend. But like if you're going to go, I'm going to buy a pack of gum or something cheap, track it. If you're buying something expensive, the brakes went on my car, I've got that expense this week, track it. That way at the end of the 7 days, you'll know exactly where your money's going. Because we kind of have a habit, and I say we, I mean us general as people, have habits of just spending money and not tracking it and then not knowing where our money went. If you're not tracking your money and knowing exactly where it's going, it'll just disappear. It is what it is. That just seems to happen. That would be step 1, is start tracking every single dollar. You can do this on just a piece of paper, on a Google Sheets. I mean, Google Sheets is free. It's not like Excel where you have to pay for it. Although Excel might be free these days online. I don't know. Google Sheets is free. Just use your Google account. You can download a free app off the App Store. I'm sure there's tons of them. Honestly, you might even be able to use ChatGPT these days for budget tracking and, just pull it up on your phone. Hey, I spent X amount of dollars at Target or whatever it is. So number 2 would be to stop hidden leaks. So this is actually really, really simple and a huge game changer. What you're going to do is immediately after this video is over is go look at your credit card statement or your debit card statement or wherever you're spending a majority of your money, if not all of your money on, the one credit card, and just look at the statements. So in there, you're going to look for subscriptions, both used and like ones that you had or ones that you didn't know that you had. And write them all down, like literally just on a piece of paper. There probably can't be that many. There might be like 5, 8, 10, who knows? But just write them all down. That way you know exactly what they are. So what they are, how much you spend, whether it be like yearly or just monthly, write them all down. Because there's going to be ones that you forgot you had. Like, for example, you might have, Netflix, Hulu, Peacock TV, Amazon Prime, and HBO Max. Okay, well, you don't need 5 streaming services. But you forgot you had Hulu and Peacock TV because you never use those ones. Okay, well, you use Netflix, Amazon Prime, and HBO. But in reality, do you use HBO that much? Probably not. So cancel that one and cancel HBO, Peacock, and Hulu. And then just keep Netflix and Amazon Prime Prime Video, because Prime Video is free when you have Prime. Right there, you just saved yourself 3 streaming services, which is probably 30, 45, 50 bucks a month. There you go. Right there, you're saving yourself some money. And honestly, something else to look for is, okay, if you signed up for a service like, let's say, Spotify Premium, and it was $6 a month. In those 3 months, your promo rate, your 3 months, your year, whatever it is up. Now it jumps to $12 a month or $15 a month. Okay, well, it might have been worth it for you when it was $6 a month, but you forgot that it was going to jump to $15 a month. Well, you might want to have that $15 a month in your pocket now. You might not be getting $15 worth of value out of that. So just cancel it. And those are hidden money leaks that happen all the time. And that impacts our checking account, our balance. Those are bills that we pay every single month that we might not even know that we're paying. So step 3 is to build a 1-week buffer. So why this is important is because it's kind of the beginning steps to like an emergency fund. So my thinking and putting this as number 3 was to use step 1, which was track your finances in hopes that you'd be able to come up with some things like going out to eat or, stop going to the bar, or, I'm going to cut my grocery budget or my clothes budget back. Try to save a little bit of cash there, and then moving on to step 2, where you're finding your hidden money leaks in your subscriptions and things like that to try to save a little bit more money, and then using the money you save from step 1 and step 2 and moving on to step 3, which is to create a 1-week buffer. Because that's the process of getting ahead. It's just math. You can't argue with it. It's not an opinion. It's if you spend less than you make, you're going to have extra in your checking account. It is what it is. So trying to create that deficit in step 1 and 2 will hopefully lead to a quick number, step 3, which is to create that 1-week buffer. Because if you're running out of money before the end of the month, you are spending more than you are making, and therefore you need to start saving and getting on track for spending less, which means you need a little bit of a buffer to hopefully be able to carry you on into the end of the month. Number 4 is to automate essentials. So what that means is you automate your savings. So if I'm going to plan for X amount of dollars in gas each month, okay, I'm going to have it automatically move $150 from my checking account to my savings account, and that way I can save for gas, because you have to get to work, you have to get to the grocery store. It is what it is. Unless you live like in a walking community, then you really just need a car. It is what it is. So some more examples like, oh, my kids go to private school. Okay, well, like you got to make that payment. So either if they don't let you auto pay it, just automatically move it into a savings account, because that way you have that money saved already. So that money's already been spent and accounted for. And then another way to automate savings would be like, okay, my paycheck comes in on the first of the month. Well, on the second of the month, I have my gas bill, my utility bill, my light bill, my water, I guess utility is gas, light, water, whatever. My mortgage payment, my rent payment, all get paid. So that way on the first, money comes in. On the second, all the things that are essential for your household to make sure that you have a home and to continue functioning, your bare minimum, your essentials are paid for. So that way, by the time you get, and I would also include in there, don't forget like, your car insurance, your homeowners or renters insurance, your car payment, minimum, the minimum debt payments on like your credit card and your bills and things like that. Auto pay all of those things. Even if they're early, it's okay, because you don't want to get all the way to the end of the month and there be no more money left, but your essentials haven't been covered. Oh, day 28. This is normally where I need to pay my rent for the next month. Okay, but that's already been paid because it was paid on the second. So I don't have to worry about this. So that'll take the stress out of it, because let's just think about it for a second. If all of your essentials are paid for and you didn't have to worry about your essentials at the end of the month, and you just had to be like, oh, I can't go out to eat, or oh, I can't go to the movies or go to the baseball game or go to this party or whatever, there would be no stress, because these fun things that aren't essentials, really don't bring you a whole lot of stress. Where the stress comes in is, oh my goodness, I got a past due from my utility company, and they said they're going to shut my electric off. That's where the stress comes in. Remember, control beats chaos every single time. If you like this episode, make sure to hit the thumbs up.